I bought this gaming computer for $175 and today we're going to see how it handles gaming. I secured this locally through a Facebook Marketplace deal. It took some finesse and some patience, but it all worked out in the end. I first messaged the guy offering $175, but then he quickly countered, but then also went back on his lowest price and lowered it by another 25 bucks. So from him doing that, I kind of already knew I was gonna get it. So then I just stuck to my initial offer of $175 because it didn't have a storage drive and I really wasn't gonna pay any more than $175. Another day passed and he finally just accepted my offer. That just shows if you hold your ground and stick to your initial offer, then sometimes it can work out for you and you can get a really good deal. Not all the time, but definitely sometimes. But if you need a good deal all the time, then go down below and visit today's sponsor. Super CDK is our plug for cheap Windows keys. Visit their website, they have Windows 10 and Windows 11 keys. Once you add the key to your cart, simply just apply the discount code SPLA to save on that sweet, sweet green. To activate the key, you simply just copy and paste it into your window activation settings, click activate, and bam, legit Windows keys for the low. Now let's get back to this $175 gaming PC. First order of business is to inspect it. Right away, this thing is an eyesore. I mean, look at the case. Has no front panel. It does have the little magnetic dust filter, but it's pretty disgusting. Bunch of dust just layered on it. Does have two Corsair fans in the front. Nice little clump of hair right there. And if we take a look at the back, what is this back panel? Got a little custom paint job. It's bedazzled. I'd rate this a 1 out of 10. I mean, the shapes aren't even on there straight. That isn't even the worst part. This power button has probably been through World War III and it hasn't even happened yet. Still functions, but it's just missing like the little top cover. And then the last thing, I'm not sure if you can really see, but the acrylic side panel is super scratched. Also probably has been through World War III. Oh, what's up? Let's plug this thing up, see if it turns on, or hey, it might just explode. Moment of truth, please don't blow up. Okay, I hear that the fans are spinning. It is on. Here's our monitor. Come on, baby. Let's get a oh, there we go. Now this thing isn't gonna load into Windows because it didn't come with a drive, but let's take a look at what parts we got. So it's looking like we got an Asus B450 motherboard with a Ryzen 5 1600 processor, has 16 gigabytes of RAM, and it's already enabled at 3200 megahertz, which is awesome. It kind of smells like it's been smoked around, so that's not a good sign. Let's go and take this little side panel off. Also has no screws holding it on. Love to see it. These look like they should be RGB fans, but the RGB is clearly not working. Loose SSD tray. Has a pretty nice power supply. It is fully modular, but it doesn't have any of the other cables. And for the GPU, the guy said it was an RX 590, but I guess we can't really know right now. Since there isn't a storage drive in this thing, I'm gonna buy one on Amazon and I'll come back to you guys when it gets here. Yabba yabba doo! I'm pretty sure this is my package, but I'm not completely sure because it is a big box. Guess there's only one way to find out. Okay, looks like they shipped it with some other stuff that I ordered. All of this stuff is actually for a future setup video, so stay tuned for that. But here are the SSDs. I bought them in a 2-pack for a pretty good deal on Amazon, and these will be linked down below, as well as some other pretty good deals. Let's install one of these bad boys into this computer. We have to take out the graphics card because the NVMe slot is like right under it. GPU out. So this one should be a Power Color RX 590. When we get the SSD in the PC though and install drivers, we can then really see. Oh, never mind, there's a little sticker right here. It says RX 590 8GB version. Sweet. I'm installing an M.2 standoff because this board didn't have one on it. And I'm also noticing this board isn't even screwed down everywhere. Missing a screw right here, and up there. But hey, can't complain for 175 bucks. As long as everything works and the motherboard isn't falling out. Bam, SSD installed. Now let's get some games on this thing. I got Windows installed and activated on this PC and then installed all the games. And the first game I'm going to be testing is Fortnite. I'm trying it at 1080p with medium settings and honestly was pretty unplayable. It would stutter really bad when it dropped below 60 FPS, and I couldn't even kill this bot, so that makes me the bigger bot. I tried again, but this time I dropped a few settings down, and this removed the issue of it dropping below 60 FPS and definitely made it run way smoother. In the air, it was hitting around 60 to 90 FPS. With it playing smoother, we managed to get a couple kills. I wrecked a dude named Phil, then I beamed this guy's face off. Tried to emote after I killed the last guy, but got shot from across the map. With these settings, I managed 97 FPS. I then tested Fortnite once again, but this time running with performance mode, and as you could imagine, it performed pretty well. The temperatures were also pretty good, and we managed 181 FPS. Finally, a different game. I'm testing Apex Legends at 1080p with low to medium settings. I played one game and got absolutely shit on. So I loaded into a second game, got someone with a Mozambique, but then got wrecked again. Figured third time's the charm, right? Third game in, I knocked someone, but then someone returned the favor. A teammate clutched the revive. I flanked the enemy team down to stupid Pathfinder, but another team came through and cleaned us up. Across all three games, it averaged 125 FPS. I'm sitting here benchmarking this PC. It's playing pretty great, but it's kind of loud, and like I said, it smelled like a smoker, and it's making this whole entire room smell like cigarettes. And like I said, it is kind of loud. And that was while playing Apex. I feel so bad for the computer. It was treated horribly. I'm sorry for you. Alrighty, let's get back to benchmarking this computer. I tried to play Warzone, but they were experiencing some issues and I couldn't even log in, so oh well, I hate that game. I then tried playing some Valorant in place of Warzone, but it wouldn't even load. It was just frozen, probably just from all the cigarette smell. I loaded into GTA 5. I'm testing this game at 1080p with all high settings. I was on my way to the military base to do a classic heist, but I quickly got into a police shootout on top of a mountain. While doing that, the PC averaged 126 FPS. Finishing up the benchmarks, I ran Borderlands 3 at 1080p with high settings. It averaged 51 FPS. You definitely want at least 60 FPS for a story mode type of game, so I would recommend you play at lower settings. The last title I tested on this $175 computer was Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I ran the benchmark at 1080p with high settings, and this AAA title managed 80 FPS. It is an older title, but still pretty nice to see above 60 FPS with high settings. This PC performs great. I said you can't complain about the price that I paid for it, and you definitely can't. The performance is great for how much it costs. On the other hand, you definitely can complain about something though, and that's a cigarette smell that comes from the computer. I'm so happy I bought the computer and helped it escape the previous owner. I'm going to do a bit of shopping to find a case to rehome all the components into, but in the meantime, I'm happy to not play on this computer anymore. If you enjoyed this video, then smash that like button, subscribe if you loved it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.